Transmission commencing. Stand by.
Hello, today I'm going to talk about some basic internet concepts, and I'm going to start with the IP address. The IP stands for Internet Protocol, and it's the series of rules that the computers that are interconnected use to communicate. Now, the IP address is a number that is assigned to each computer that is connected to a network. And it looks like this. It's series of 4 numbers or sections of numbers divided by points. Now, the first 2 sections or 2 numbers normally indicate the owner of this IP address. That normally is a company, a corporation, or institution like university, or for example Yahoo, Google, etc. The other 2 numbers indicate the specifics about the subnetwork that the computer is located at and the specific client or computer in that subnetwork. So this number really points out the computer that is using or transmitting information to other computers. And it's a number that is used for identification purposes, very similar to what an address or a house address would do. Now, there are 2 types of internet addresses or IP addresses. There is internal and external ones. Now, in this diagram, you can see a very typical network configuration. You have different computers connected to a switch and also a server, and finally to a router. All these elements here constitute an internal network or a private network that is connected through the router to an external network or the internet. Now, normally the router or the server in this internal network assigns to each device connected to it an unique internet or IP address. Now, this IP address will be internal and private, and it's a different sequence of numbers than those external IP addresses. Now, the router may have also, besides an internal IP address, normally has also an external IP address, so other computers on the internet can find this internal network. Sometimes it's not a router, sometimes it's a server, so it will depend. So for example, if one of these computers needs to communicate among each other, they will have to know the internal IP address of the other computer that they want to talk to. Now, if one of these computers wants to talk to Google or Yahoo or any external network, they will have to know the external or public IP address of the group of computers of that network, in this case Google or Yahoo. All those numbers are stored in the server or in the router. So in other words, the external or public IP addresses are regulated and assigned by the internet provider or your internet company. And normally you have to pay to get this number. And instead, the internal IP numbers or private numbers are public, are free and freely assigned by either the router or the server in an internal network. The other concept I want to talk about is the URL. The URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. It's a formatted text, or it's a string of text that is used by most or all web browsers, email clients, and other software to identify a network resource on the internet, a specific network resource. For example, you see here some examples of the URLs that you have probably seen before. All these are URLs. This string of text, https :// all the way to the .asp, is called a URL, and it points out to a specific resource on a specific computer on a specific network. So this could be not only a web page, but it could also be a PDF document, a Word document, an MP3 document, a movie, any sort of file could be pointed using a URL. And it's the one that we use in the internet web browsers. Okay, this concludes this video. I hope you like it, and if you do, please don't forget to subscribe and support this channel, and also check the other videos of this series for more information. Thank you.